first session of the week. I hope you're feeling good after your last week's complete sessions of 4 sessions. This week, again, another 4 sessions, and pretty much a lot of the same. I will introduce some new exercises per session, but not too many. We just want to be able to slowly build on what we are creating here, okay? Not in any hurry to do anything. We're just building strength and flexibility and increasing your mind-body connection and decreasing any fatigue or tension or stress in your body, okay? So let's go ahead and begin our warm-up with chest expansion. So it's the beginning of the week, which means hopefully your body's had a little bit of time to recover from last week. And so feeling a little bit fresh, but still really important to take it slow and warming up to start, okay? Let's go with our split arms up and back. I want you to pulse 1, 2, 1, 2, while kneeling tall. All right, we're going to come down for cat and cow. Again, pelvic tilt forward and arching up back. All right, let's go into dynamic. Hips down, hips back. All right, let's come to a seated position. And we're going to roll down, bring our knees with us for our 100. So come on down. Go ahead and begin your 100 exercise. So again, chin to chest, scooping, pumping, breathing, counting. Creating resistance with our arms. Arms are nice and strong and firm. Another lovely rainy day. We needed it though. I love the rain. Good. Okay, so just a recommendation, mind-body connection, right? So we want to make sure that we're present and we're connecting to what we're doing here. So let's start with our leg circles. Legs straight up, bent knee slightly, opening that hip. We're going to practice our leg circles a little differently today. So small circles in one direction. And then I want you to enlarge this small circle just a bit. So create a bigger circle, just a little bit bigger. And now I want you to reverse and go small again. And a little bit bigger. Good. All right, let's switch legs. Straight, slight bend, open, hip, small, and a little bit super small, the top. And a little bit bigger. Good. All right, leg down. Okay, so exercises, a little bit modified, different versions of some of the same exercises. Starting with single leg, we're going to do what's called a crunch single leg. So one leg is doing the work, and instead of holding our shoulders up and off the mat, we're actually going to pull our shoulders up off the mat. Our hands are going to be behind our neck, but we're not pulling with our hands. We're pulling or lifting with our abdominal wall, okay? So we're scooping as we draw those shoulders up, just so that's the difference, okay? We want to stay away from pulling on the neck, for obvious reasons. We don't want to cause any strain to the neck, and we also want to work the right muscles, okay? So we're not working on the arms, we're working on the abdominal wall. So this is what it's going to look like. Keeping one foot on the ground, my leg will actually move in the same movement as single leg. This is what it'll look like. Each time I pull my knee in, I'm going to lift my head and shoulders up off the mat straight ahead and lower the shoulders to the mat with the leg extended, but my head stays elevated, okay? So I'm lifting and lowering as I extend. All right, so here we go. Our leg extended, head up off of the mat. We're gonna pull the knee in, lift the shoulders in. We're scooping, tightening, extend, down. In, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, in, and one more, in. Good. All right, switch legs. Extend that leg out, hands behind the neck again. Here we go. In, lift, and down, and in, and down, in, and in, one more. Good. All right, bring your hands down, head down, feet down. All right, so double leg, a little bit of a different version or variation of it as well today. So instead of sweeping our arms up and over, we're actually going to sweep our arms out to the sides, okay? So we are bringing the knees in, head and shoulders up. So I'm going to extend my legs and sweep my arms out. Pull my legs in, pull my hands in. Out, exhale. Exhale. Out. Out. One more. Out. Good. And feet and head down. Good. Little bridge work today with some bent elbows. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my arms at my sides, keeping my elbows on the mat and my forearms 90-degree bend with my fists facing up towards the ceiling. I'm going to lift and press my elbows down, tighten, hold, and lower. Good. Lift, press the arms down. So there's a little bit of resistance or opposition happening here. So we're getting a little bit of leverage, some arm work here as we press up and hold at the top. Good. Again, up and down. One more. Up and down. Good. All right, crisscross, very similar to the single leg. One leg is doing the work. Hands are behind the neck, head is up. So I am going to pull that leg in just like with single leg, and I'm going to lift and rotate. Pull my arms back or my head back to center, extend the leg out. Here we go. Exhale, lift and rotate. Inhale, lift. Again, focus on the scooping, pressing the back down into the mat. Slowly lifting and rotating. Controlled move. One more. Good. All right, head down. We're going to switch legs. Again, we're not pulling on the neck. We are using our muscles that we have, right? And we are pulling up by using those muscles. Here we go. Ready? And in and rotate. One more. Good. Head and feet down. Good. All right, so we have our single straight leg stretch next, and we're going to add a little bit of a pulse on this move here. So this is our traditional single straight. So both legs will be up, head and shoulders up, hands behind the back of the leg here. And I'm just simply going to pull and pulse. 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'm just guiding it towards me, a little bit of a bounce, tiny bounce, right? We're still connecting back to the mat, scooping and breathing, just adding the pulse. One more. Good job. And rest. All right. And then modified double straight is going to have obviously a different variation as well. And so it's basically the same move except the very end is going to be a little bit different. So let me demonstrate. Both legs are all the way up, head and shoulders up, hands behind my neck. I'm going to bend my knees, extend my legs as normal, but now I'm going to lift my legs up and start again. So rather than bring my knees in and my legs up again, I'm just lifting from that parallel position, okay? All right, here we go. Do this together. Bend our knees, out, lift, start again. Try to exhale through the entire move and inhale at the top. One more. Good. Feet down, head down. So last week we added our arm sweep to our roll-up holds. We're going to start with that this week. So slight bend of the knees here. Arms start outstretched behind our head. So remember, we're sweeping first and then everything else is the same, right? We're still engaging those muscles, pulling, activating. Here we go. Sweep, lift, hold, and down. Back with the arms. Again, sweep, down. It's always nice to challenge yourself and see if you can just get up a little bit higher each time. One more. Good. Go ahead and roll to your side, push yourselves up. All right, so we have roll downs, and we added that arm position, right? Arms are a little bit higher so that our biceps are closer to our ears. We're going to try that again. So let's do this. Here we go. Collapse the spine. We're going to lift the arms higher, and then we're going to return down to the mat as far as we can go. Hold it here and come up to the top, hands down. Collapse, lift, release, and up, and down, and up, and down. Good. All right, seated position. Today we have our saw exercise. So if you remember a saw, that's where we rotate and then we're trying to connect our rib cage or abdomen to our thigh here. So we are twisting as well as stretching forward. But this is very much a strength exercise in that we want to try and lift the entire trunk up, okay, from that lowered position here over the thigh. We want to try not to scoop and try not to lead with maybe our shoulders or our head, but treat it almost like when we're doing any kind of trunk work. So like our push-ups, we keep our trunk nice and still, right? When we do our kneeling lean backs, we try to keep our trunk very still in one position, okay? It's the same thing that applies here in the saw. Okay, so arms outstretched, sitting up tall, I'm going to twist and lean. Here we go. Pull up, keep the back flat and solid. Twist on the other side, down and up. So you may not have much flexibility to start with, that's fine. We're increasing, improving as we go. So you might be real, tight in your hamstrings or your glutes or your lower back, and you'll feel that in the beginning. Or you just might not have that great a range of motion, right? And so just even a little bit is solid is good. All right, back to center. Go ahead and bring your legs together. We have rowing today. Hands are interlocked out in front. Collapse the spine, lean back, pull, release, stretch over the top. See if you can exhale through the entire move, back and forward and over the top. Inhale here, exhale, back, forward and over. Inhale here. Again, exhale, back, forward, over the top. One more time. Good. Go ahead and bend your knees. All right, so we have a seated balance position. Hands over underneath the thighs here. All right, so I'm going to bring my feet up off the floor just slightly. And from this position, I'm going to start scooped. So just like with the stomach massage, right? And from here, I am going to sit up tall and slightly extend my legs forward. So I'm dropping my knees. You see that? Dropping my knees and my legs, my feet are still off of the mat. So my back is flat. I'm leaning back. I'm going to pull it in, round my back. Again, slowly extend the legs, open the V, flatten the back, pull it in, open, close, open, close. One more time. Open. You should feel this in your lower back, right? And close. Good. Spine stretch. V position, tall, over the top. One more. Good. All right, go ahead and bring your legs together. We're going to come back onto our elbows for an exercise here. We are going to alternate between each leg, so go ahead and come on back. So this is how it's going to work. Keeping our abdomen and our rib cage tall, I'm going to pull one knee in. At the top of my pull, I'm going to allow my knee to come out, away from my body. I'm going to pull it back in and extend it down to start. Okay? So I'm going to lift my other leg, pull my other knee in, rotate it out, let it drop to the side, pull it in, return to start. Okay, so this is a very small movement, right? We're just opening up our hip. So we're just slowly allowing the hip to do some work, that groin area, right? Inner hip, inner thigh. Abdomen is nice and tall, rib cage is tall. Good. Keep going. One more each side. Good. Good. Lean forward. Let's go knee hug. Center, relax the back, and then we're going to turn over. All right, let's go ahead and turn over when you're ready. Come on down to your tummies. All right, so we are going to practice two new exercises. The first one is called pull straps. So I'm going to bring my arms at my sides, resting on my chin. Okay, so I am only lifting my trunk. I am not lifting my legs, okay? And what's happening is, just like with Superman, just like with any other trunk like lift, right, that we've done in the past, we're just simply lifting the trunk while we're pressing our pelvis down into the mat. However, with pull straps, we are going to simultaneously pull our arms down to our sides and pull them back up as we lower, okay? When we pull our arms down and back, we're creating resistance. So we're going to tighten the arm muscles, and we're really going to focus on tightening those shoulder blades as we sweep them back, okay? So here we go. We're going to lift, sweep, lower, sweep back. Exhale, lift, inhale, down, exhale, lift, inhale, down, up, down, up, and down. Good. All right, go ahead and fold your arms in front. So now we're going to focus on the lower body, right? So this is called grasshopper or heel taps. And so what's going to happen is our focus is on our glutes and our hamstrings and our lower back. So we're going to bend our knees, keeping our knees apart. I'm going to flex my feet. Now from here, keeping my head down, I'm going to lift my thighs up off the mat and hold them here. Now I'm going to move my knees in and my feet in to tap my heels and back out. And in and back out. So it's as if my legs are sliding across the mat to connect my heels together. But my thighs are not on the floor, so I'm not sliding. But if your thighs are on the floor, you'll feel this sliding of the thighs, okay? Glutes are engaged, back is engaged, hamstrings, and rest. Legs down. We're going to do that one more time. So again, go ahead and bend the knees, flex the feet, lift the thighs, and in and out. And down. Good. Nice. Okay, hands outside the chest. We're going to do our modified push-up into low back stretch. So just working on some warm-up push-ups here. Remember, trunk is all one position. Push up and back. Forward, hips come down, push up. Low back. Push up. Low back. And down. And back. And down. And back. Good. Kneeling tall. So we have kneeling tall mermaid today. So anytime we're in a kneeling position for mermaid, we want to make sure our focus is on our hips staying forward. We're tilting forward. So I want to make sure that I push my hips forward, my glutes are engaged. That helps stabilize my trunk, my back and my abdominal muscles are working together. And I'm going to mermaid over the top. Side sweeping over. Big breathing here. One more each side. Good. Okay. This exercise, you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. This is teapot. The reason I say you're going to love it is because it's creative and it challenges your strength. And then the reason you might hate it is because it challenges your strength, right? Okay, so it's very much like a push-up. So we're going to go into table position here. So I'm going to extend my left leg back with my foot on the floor. And I'm just going to bring my hands forward slightly from table. Now from here, my forearms are going to try and connect with the mat with my elbows straight down. So see that? My elbows do not go out. They go in line with my hands, okay? As I lift my back leg. So it looks like this. I get to here, and I press back up to start. So we're getting some triceps work here, and our abdomen should be engaged here. We're going to pivot forward and push up on the hands. Find a comfortable position. Down, leg comes back, up, push. Down, push. One more. Down, push. All right, switch legs. Here we go. Down and up. Down and up. Down, up, down and up. Nice. Low back stretch, bring your arms back, weight off of your shoulders. All right, come on down to your side all the way down. Hand behind your neck. Make sure your lower body is in alignment with your upper body. We're going to go ahead and bring our hand out here in front. And I'm going to lift my top leg up. I'm going to bend, extend down the line of the opposite leg. Keeping it nice and tight and strong. Abdominals are pulled in. Pressing that hip down into the mat for balance. Breathing. So it's like slow motion kicking. Slowing it down. Getting everything out of this move. One more. Good. Up on your elbow. Bend your knees. Hand behind your neck. Lift the hips. We're going to do chest openers. We've done these before. I'm going to rotate my trunk towards my arm. And I'm going to lift, flattening my back. So I'm slightly pulling my hips back as I rotate and lift. So it's kind of like the rotations, except now my hand is behind my head and I'm really just focusing on coming to this stopping point here and lifting up, not over rotating. Good. All right, go ahead and turn over, other side, all the way down, hand behind your neck, alignment, hand, strength, lift, bend, extend. Breathe. One more. Good. Elbow, legs bent, hand behind your neck, lift, chest openers. Last one. Good. Seated position. All right, so we are starting again from the beginning. Again, like, you know, as always, so we are focused really primarily on connecting some exercises together, going back to back, increasing the repetitions, maybe even the pace, right, for some flow. But right now we're going to go ahead and come on down, bringing our knees with us. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring one foot down. I'm going to extend this left leg out, hands behind my neck, lift my head up off the mat, pulling the knee in, single leg with crunch, crunching forward and out. Last one. Good. Switch legs. In and out. In, out, in, out, in, out. One more. In and out. Good. All right, double leg with side arm sweep. Go ahead and bring both knees in, head and shoulders up. Here we go. Out with arms, in. Exhale. One more. Good. Head down, feet down. Arms at your sides, arms are bent. All right, so a little bit of a change here. So I am going to start with my arms straight up. As I lift my hips, I'm pulling my arms down. My elbows connect. As I lower my hips, I'm reaching up with my arms. So we're coordinating movement here. Here we go. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. One more, down and up. Good. Down. Hands behind the neck again. Head is up. We have crisscross with one leg. Here we go. Pulling it in, come across and out, and in and out. One more. Switch legs, and in and rotate, and out, and in, and out, in, out, in, out. Last one, in, and out. Good. Feet down, head down. All right, so we have that single straight with that pulse, right? And then we're gonna follow that up with that modified double straight leg with that leg pull, okay, at the end. So 2 exercises back to back. Go ahead and lift both legs up, head and shoulders up. We're just simply pulling and pulsing and exchanging. Focus on your scooping. Breathing. And we're going to go right into double straight. Legs up, hands behind your neck, bend your knees, extend and lift. Bend, extend and lift. Breathing. One more. Good. Keep your knees in, just a nice easy knee hug, release some pressure from that low back before we go into our roll-up holds. Good. Okay. Slight bend to the knees, arms outstretched behind your head, roll-up holds. Here we go. Up. And down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Roll to your side, push yourselves up. Seated roll downs. All right, collapse your spine. Lift your arms up and come down and up and down and up and down and up. One more. Down and up. Good. All right, split your legs, saw. Arms outstretched to your sides. We're rotating, maintaining posture. Lean, lift, twist. Lean, lift, twist. Control your breathing, consistent. Good. Back to center. Go ahead and bring your legs together. We have our rowing exercise. Hands interlocked. Collapse your spine. Start to lean back. Pull your hands. And out. And around. Big breathing here. Anytime we're seated or kneeling or standing is a really good time to get some big breathing, right? Our lungs are constricted. We're not really focusing too much on that scooping. Good. Bring your knees in. Seated balance. All right, so we're just going to do that opening V, right? So we're just opening and lowering and flattening the back, rounding the back, pulling the knees in, lowering, pulling, open, rounded, closed, open, close, one more, open, and close. Let's go. Spine stretch. One more. Good. Go ahead and bring your legs together and bend your knees. We're going to come back on our elbows for that leg work here. Tall abdomen. We're going to pull the knee in, rotate it out, pull it in, extend it down. Other leg in, out, in, and down. In, out, in, and down. Good. Lean forward. Knee hug. We're going to turn over and we're going to go right into our pull straps followed by our grasshopper. So go ahead and turn over to your tummies. Start with your arms outstretched at your sides. Resting on your chin. Remember, legs stay down in pull straps, creating energy or strength in the arms as we strap. So we're pulling those straps. Pull. Lift the trunk. And down. Press the pelvis down, exhale as you lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades at the end of the pull. One more. Good. Fold your arms in front, head is down. Bend your knees, flex your feet, lift your thighs, and tap. In and out. Breathe. And rest. We'll do one more set. Grasshopper. Bend, flex, lift, and tap. Good. And down. Hands outside your chest. We have push up, low back stretch. Here we go. Up and down. Push up and back. Push up and back. One more. Good. Kneeling tall. Mermaid. Side, side. Hips forward. Big breathing. One more each side. And teapot. All right, go ahead and come down to your forearms. I want you to just find this position here, okay? And then I want you to come up onto your hands. That'll be easier. Bring that leg back. All right, here we go. Teapot. Press. Down. You can always move your hands, whatever's most comfortable for you. Just find a good spot. Switch legs. One more. Good. All right, come on down to your side. We're going to reverse the direction of the leg lift at this point, hand behind your head. All right, same things apply. In alignment, hand out in front. Just going to stay in alignment with that bottom leg, okay? I'm going to pull my knee in, up tall with my leg bent here. Extend the leg up, pull it down towards the opposite leg. Pull it in, up, down, creating resistance. Muscles are engaged. Breathing. Hip connection to the mat. Abdominals are pulled in. One more. Good. All right, come up onto your elbow, bend your knees, hand behind your neck, lift your hips, chest opener, rotate down, look down at your forearm, lift up and down and up and down and up. One more. And down and up. Let's go ahead and switch sides all the way down for legs, leg work. All right, pulling it in first, knee in, leg up, leg down, in, up, down, in, up, down. One more. Good. On your elbow, bend your knees, hand behind your head, lift your hips, chest opener. One more. Good. Seated position. We have seated accordions. Collapse your spine. Lift and back. Up. Down. Up. One more. Good. All right. Legs extended. Let's do some arm work here. So we're going to do our figure eights, and we're just going to do them in the front, okay? So sitting up tall, extend your arms about chest height out in front, okay? And your palms are facing down, and you're just going to create the shape of an 8 for both hands. But while you're doing this, you're focusing on tightening those arm muscles, so keeping them nice and strong as you rotate. Breathe. All right, stop here. Now I'm going to bring my elbows back, keeping them chest height, squeezing my shoulder blades. Pull, squeeze. One more. Good. Lower, big stretch over the top, bring one arm across. Other arm. And both arms. Sit up tall, cross the leg, pull the knee in. And we're going to switch legs, cross, pull. And down. Good. All right, you guys, we're done. This is the first session, so I will see you next time for number 2. All right, good job. Be proud.